This is where I left you last time, and I have to say, the painting surprised me. I wasn't expecting it to lead me in this direction, or this far. When I returned to it after the third session, I could no longer see my original idea. Something else was beginning to emerge, quietly asking for space. An owl. Not something I had planned, not something I had sketched beforehand. It simply appeared, much like another owl did in a painting not so long ago. I find that fascinating. When I start painting intuitively, I rarely know where the work is going. I begin with color, texture, movement, and trust that something will eventually reveal itself. Sometimes it is only after many hours that I begin to recognize what has been there all along. The owl seemed to be waiting beneath the surface, hidden somewhere within the abstract layers, until the right moment arrived. And once I saw it, I couldn't unsee it. I mentioned before that the painting felt a little dull to me despite the bright colors. There were simply too many of them competing for attention. The painting was loud, but without a clear focal point. That is often the nature of intuitive painting. It can take me somewhere entirely unexpected, and this piece was no exception. As more paint was applied, earlier layers disappeared. Marks I had liked were covered. Colors I thought would remain became hidden beneath new decisions. Painting like this constantly reminds me of the importance of letting go. Not everything is meant to stay. Sometimes we outgrow ideas, habits, expectations, even versions of ourselves that once felt important. Holding on too tightly can keep us from moving forward. Every layer asks for a little trust, willingness to release what was in order to discover what might be. And then, after another break, I returned to the painting with fresh eyes. What I saw wasn't working. The painting had become too dark, too muddy. Somewhere along the way it had lost its energy. Perhaps it was the heat wave while I was working on it. The older I get, the less comfortable I am painting in intense heat, and I think that found its way into the process as well. So I began again, in a sense. I mixed softer colors, lightened the surface, and allowed my hand to take the lead once more. What I enjoy most about combining abstraction with realism is this conversation between the known and the unknown. One part of the painting feels free and unpredictable, while the other begins to anchor it, giving the eye somewhere to rest. The abstract elements leave space for imagination, while the realistic elements offer a point of connection. Neither could exist in quite the same way without the other. At that stage, my role shifted. I was no longer searching for a direction. I was responding to what was already there, bringing the owl forward while allowing the abstract layers to remain visible and alive around it. And so, after many layers, changes of direction, moments of doubt, and starting over, this is where the painting arrived. Not where I expected it to go, but perhaps exactly where it needed to. What began as an abstract exploration slowly revealed something I couldn't have planned from the start. The owl emerged from the chaos of marks and colors, and in doing so reminded me why I continue to paint this way. Not to control the outcome, not to force an idea into existence, but to remain open enough to notice what wants to emerge. There is always a point in the process where uncertainty creeps in, a point where the painting looks worse before it gets better, a point where it asks for trust rather than certainty. And maybe life is not all that different. We move forward without seeing the whole picture. We make decisions with incomplete information. We let go of things that no longer fit and hope that something meaningful will take their place. Sometimes we have to paint over entire section. Sometimes we have to begin again. And sometimes, if we stay with the process long enough, something unexpected appears, something we could never have planned for. Thank you all for spending this time with me and following the journey of this painting from its first uncertain marks to its final form. And if you'd like to support my work further, I have uploaded a new high-resolution artwork download for June over on my Ko-fi page. Your support helps me continue creating these paintings and sharing the process here with all of you. As always, thank you for being here with me. Much love and light, and I'll see you in the next one.